Hello, welcome to the writing room. I am Janet, teacher of English among other subjects and author. Today, we'll briefly explore the how, why, and what of writing. Take from this video whatever you will. How did you learn to write? Not the letters of the alphabet, but a composition. I'm sure that it was in school that you learned to write that composition. Probably about your pet, or the summer holiday, or your best friend, or your visit to some site. You wrote one such composition, and you followed one of the following guidelines that your teacher gave you. In primary school, your teacher told you that you needed to have a beginning, a middle, and an end when you wrote your composition. That is, the first paragraph being an introduction, the second paragraph being about the thing that you were writing about, and the third paragraph your conclusion, a 3-paragraph structure. When you went to high school, you upgraded from compositions to what your teachers called essays. This time, your teacher told you to write your essays having a beginning, middle, and end, an introduction, a middle with at least 3 paragraphs, and a conclusion. The 5-paragraph structure, something looking like this. In this essay, the writer has an introduction. She told you 3 things about Jamaica: the climate, the people, and the food. Then she concluded. Nice, structured essay, but not very sophisticated. I hope that your essay would have been a bit more sophisticated than this one. But you get the idea. Your teacher might have also taken you through a process to get to the product, which was your finished essay. That is, spending days, weeks, or months preparing you to write your essay. First, you went through the pre-writing stage, where you came up with ideas about your topic. Then you wrote your first draft. Then you revised your draft by tinkering with it. Then you edited it by correcting mistakes. And finally, you published it by handing it in to your teacher. I mentioned this process in a previous video. I'll leave a link below in the description box. This process has its advantages and disadvantages, depending on who you ask. Your teacher might have also told you that you should have had a goal for writing, a purpose, a reason for writing, that you should either write to inform, persuade, or entertain your reader. And she probably gave you topics to explore those purposes. What mental gymnastics took place before you wrote those essays? That is, what happened in your mind before you wrote? Did you plan what you wanted to say before you wrote it? Did you manage to capture the thoughts about the topic that ran across your mind exactly as they presented themselves? Did you modify them? How and why? And where did you find the evidence to support your points? Did you review your work to ensure that you did exactly what you set out to do? Questions, questions, questions. Part of the writing process. As you moved through high school, your teacher probably forced you to tackle issues that you'd rather leave alone. Political issues, economic issues, social issues, technological issues. Your teacher tried to expose you to the issues in society so that you could develop your perspective about them. In addition, your teacher might have asked you to write letters to the editor or speeches about issues of concern in the environment. She wanted to draw your attention to critical issues in the society by giving you the chance to critique them. She wanted you to become agents of change in society. Finally, your teacher might have removed the boundaries around topics that you could not previously write about, giving you the freedom to write about any type of issue in any way you wanted to write about it. You were introduced to previously uncharted territory in the classroom, such as an exploration of nudity, for example, because your teacher was moving with the times that we are still in today, when the lines between good and bad, right and wrong, binaries become blurred. Have you embraced this freedom in your writing? How you write has its beginning in how you were taught to write in school. Teachers passed on to you their ideas about how students should write that they got from the theorists, brilliant scholars who spend their time looking for answers to the questions about how people should write, why they should write, and what they should write about. It is your time now to put all the theories of writing that you learned in school on the table. Take from them what works for you and just write. I didn't do anything remotely wrong. Politicians before me did the same. We help some people and we help ourselves. That is the name of the game that we blame. If you want to play, you play by the rules. These special rules you will not learn in school. They come from initiative and cunning. To ignore these rules, you play the fool. Life in this place is a roller coaster. A hard grind just to eat a decent food. Chances to thrive are few and far between. Grabbing the ones that come improves our mood. So, do not begrudge us our good fortune. We choose to put our lives out on the line. We are courageous leaders on a mission to support those who toe the party line. I didn't do anything remotely wrong. I'm just here carrying on the tradition. I give with one hand, I take with the other. Win-win, a necessary condition.